It is nice to be back, Michelle.
It is.
Good day, everyone.
Good day.
It's a bit cooler than we thought back in Australia.
Not warmed up yet.
It's getting there though. You take a look at this this tree here and the tree bark. Beautiful is that. We're going for a little walk today. We've only been back here a couple of days and we're just going to go for a little walk, show you around a little suburb up on the Mornington Peninsula. I love these trees. See another eucalypt there, look at the colours. Got this beautiful grey here. The bark is really smooth. But a lot of people are not used to Australia, so really, Michelle, I just wanted to show people what the suburbs look like. This is really very typical. This is a typical Australian, what would you call it, like a residential area, isn't it?
Residential area, the suburb.
We're not far from the coast. Nowhere in Australia is far from the coast, unless you're in
the middle.
ACT or yeah, or in Alice. So people often will have a boat. It's a typical vehicle. A lot of people like their utes. We call them utes here. Pickups. I'm not sure, what do you call that sort of vehicle with a flatbed?
I don't know now. I call it a ute.
Yeah. No, I'm asking them,
I know.
not you. See, there's another one. Smooth as. That one's really silky smooth, but look at the texture on here. Really nice. Now, we're going to cross over. This is a busy little road.
Crossing over part.
Have you got your sound on?
I have.
Okay. So there's some construction going on over here, look. Okay, the road's a little busy. I think we'll go between this one, Michelle. Okay, we'll jump it. There's no pedestrian crossing, so you've really just got to go. It's busy, I don't know what time it is. So yeah, there's a construction job going on here. You see the Aussie flag. You'll often see Australian flags in yards. People are pretty proud. Oh, this corner property here, a lot of cars, a lot of old cars as well, look. It's a lemon tree, but in a pot, so it's a little pot bound. Now, one thing you'll notice about Australian properties, I don't know if you have this in the country where you're living, maybe you're in Australia, tin roofs. So a lot of the houses, Aussies love their tin roofs, corrugated tin roofs. You will see tiled roofs, but you'll often see this simple corrugation as well. Now, it is fully insulated, it's not just tin. But the older properties, people used to like, whoop, got a dog next to us. They used to like because the sound. I know a lot of my old Aussie mates, they love the sound of rain on tin roof. There's another one here. And also the camper vans. They're quite different to what you'll see. So there's a Snowy River, SRC 22, solid off-road camper vans. They have to be for the tough roads in the outback. So very few people will buy sort of modern European style caravans because they'll fall apart in Australia. Now, although Michelle has got a thick coat on,
I've come from where it's been warm.
it is December, it's just turned into December, and people are putting up their Christmas decorations. So ahead of me here, I see Mr. and Mrs. Claus and Rudolph. It's a long way ahead, but
Elves.
Yeah, a couple of elves. One of them's having a lay down.
Yeah, one of them's a bit tired. Cool.
So yeah, I think what seems quite mundane and ordinary, and we don't often film when we come back, might look quite interesting to some of you. So, you know, somebody's got a little camper van, little weekender. See, this is pretty much the same sort of tree, but the bark here, how it's flaking off. It's beautiful texture. Now, a lot of the properties have been subdivided, so now in Australia you'll see where old properties were, and now they put in sort of like 3 properties, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, on one plot. Now, that's very common here in Victoria. Sadly, it's kind of reducing the size of people's living quality, but you know, everybody wants to make a buck. Look at this beauty here. Look at the base of this tree. Spreads out thick, almost like a bottle tree, but it isn't. This is another eucalypt.
It's a big one, this one. Give it a hug.
Big, yeah. The size of that, Michelle. It's gorgeous.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. And look at the resin that's coming out. Really dark, sooty resin. You can see here. And the next tree down, a similar looking tree. It may even be the same family. So this one's got berries in it. Oh no, little, like almost like acorns. This one down here is fully silver.
This is the...
That's the tree. I think that's the bush we just saw, Michelle.
Yeah, it's pretty flowers.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I mean, this one's not in its prime, but it still looks gorgeous. I think we'll go up this way. There's the fly.
Is that 2 trees?
Something's actually grown into this one, yeah. So this is a parasite tree, I think. Now, somebody can correct me on this, but you see the way this one has come up here, almost like a vine and twisted round, and then it's coming up. Now, I don't think it's 2 trees. What I think it is, Michelle, I think this is the old tree, and it's died, and this one is kind of grown in its place. But it's kind of holding it up, isn't it? It's wrapped around it. So I think this fella, yeah, he's dead. Or dying, he's not.
I think he's dying because he's still got a few
dead.
sort of things there.
But this guy is making sure, and you've got a little trail of ants there, look. And this guy is making sure that he stays up for a little while longer. People take great pride in their gardens in Australia, always find. Not everybody, but you know, they keep their gardens nice. Well, that's an old caravan over there, isn't it? It's like a sort of Jayco pop-up, yeah. They're sort of low, and they have a roof that raises up. Very common in Australia. I don't see those in Europe very often, and maybe in the US, but here we have a lot of these Jayco pop-ups. So they're lower when you're riding them, and then when you arrive, you get to increase the height. But the negative side of that is every time you arrive, you do have to increase the height. See, look at the flowers on this eucalypt here. Beautiful garden. Guy out doing his lawn. It is a Tuesday, I think.
It is
Tuesday. So it's Tuesday. Yeah. It's not a weekend lawn cutting.
So he's out doing his nature strip, which is the bit outside his house, but he's responsible for that.
Yeah, this is the nature strip, as we call it. Technically doesn't belong to you, so you can't do any sort of work or construction, but you are responsible to look after your nature strip. So everybody generally keeps their nature strip pretty tidy. And I think this is a gardener that's come in because it's got the trailer. So this is somebody who's paying to have the garden done. Now look at this tree. Somebody who knows their trees, or if you've got a sea cap and you want to have a look at the colours of this. You've got almost I was going to say a beetroot, but it's not. It's like an orange,
like a
red.
terracotta orange, isn't it?
Yeah, and this beautiful loose bark here. I don't like pulling the bark off early, but it does fall pretty quickly off these trees. But look at the colours of this one. It's almost Dr. Seuss-like with this amazing twirl. We might see a paper bark out today. I don't think that's a paper bark. I mean, somebody say, oh, well, that's a paper bark, but it's not what I would call a paper bark. So another boat. Now, you used to see a lot more of this style of house. We just crossed back over. I'll catch you up, Michelle. Very English, particularly on the Mornington Peninsula. A lot of roses. That's a proper, this is a proper old Australian property. Occasionally you'll get someone that hasn't quite kept up with their lawn, but I do like it because you get all these Cape daisies. I think these actually are an invasive plant that came from South Africa, but they're all over Australia now, but they're quite pretty. And some clover. Is this boring? People ask me, some people say, show where you're from. So we're out showing you where we're from, and what we're going to do is, well, it's quite a wind, hopefully that's still coming through nice and clear. What we're going to do is we're going to head to the shops over the next 48 hours and get some ingredients, and I'm going to make one of my favorite Christmas recipes. So that'll come straight after this video, maybe within a day or two. I'm not going to do video every day in December. I did think about it, but I'm pretty exhausted from the traveling, so I don't think I can. Now, another thing you'll see in Australia, you'll never see a cyclist without a helmet on. It's illegal to drive in Australia or ride in Australia without a helmet. Oh, somebody's taking it seriously, look.
Yeah. Look at their Christmas tree outside.
Got a Christmas flag, replaced the Aussie flag, and they've got all the Christmas decorations. Looking good. Merry Christmas. The White House. I won't film it there. Just getting their groceries in.
A tree downstairs, tree upstairs, and a tree in the garden.
Yeah, it's nice. Bit of lavender. We're coming into summer, by the way. We're probably, here's a bottle brush.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
That's a nice one, isn't it?
You got the little seeds on here. They've gone to seed, and then these beautiful bottle brush. This is one of my favourite.
Bees buzzing round it.
Where's the bee, Michelle? Oh yeah, right on the.
He's only little
I would have
one.
grabbed that.
I know. That's why I told you.
Oh, this is another thing you often see in Australia, like an old milk churn turned into a letterbox. I don't know if that's common elsewhere, but you'll see that a lot in Australia. People love making fancy letterboxes, and the posties always come but they don't come to your door generally and post in the door. You'll normally always have a mailbox outside on the street. Another nice little property. Now in the UK, we would call these bungalows, single story properties. They don't call them bungalows here in Australia. Just call them units or houses. That's nice.
That is nice.
Yeah. There's some kids coming home from school and the Aussie flag up again in the garden. We've got a horse box. Now this house here, I noticed this years ago, they got a little, help yourself, little free library. It's nice, right? So you can come here, drop books in, take books out.
That's nice.
And the Aussie flag.
Flying high.
Beautiful. Picket fence. Now just to the right here is a storm. Like you might get these in the US as well, but this one's our storm drains. So this, when the big rains come, well not even the big rains, when modest sized rains come, this actually feels like a river. So it come almost up to the bank, and then it empties down, goes under the road, and then continues on over this side. Let the kids go through. All cycling home from school, all got the helmets on. The police will actually fine even kids if they haven't got the helmets on. So yeah, this actually fills up. It's beautiful, only very briefly, maybe for the period that it rains. It will come right up to the edge. We have got a lot of news, but I think we'll save it for the next video.
I think so. I think we'll sit down and talk about that one.
I wasn't really planning to film today. I just had the camera in my bag and I thought, let's say hello, let you know where we are. And you can see it's actually generally been warmer than this. We've got a 2 or 3 days cold weather coming, heading into the summer. So it'll be warm. Got a light shirt on underneath this and still got my shorts on.
It's just had a bit of a southerly wind come in, making it cold.
And I'm thinking of getting rid of these keens now. I'll have a talk about that in another video. So they've done well, 18 months or so, maybe even longer, but they're getting a bit worn. And I only have, well, Michele and I only have one pair of shoes when we travel, one pair of shoes and a pair of thongs or flip-flops. You're getting warm?
I'm getting warming up.
So when you come out for a walk, you put on the layers because it's been raining pretty heavily, and then you get warm. So you take
in your bag.
So you take the pink off. She's still in pink. Look.
Continuity.
Continuity. All right, I'll turn this round. The boys coming down, listening to a bit of music. Oh, look at that.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, little
Cool.
fungi coming on that cut off eucalypt. So pretty firm looking. I wouldn't be able to identify it. So we call these weatherboard houses. Very typical Australian weatherboards. Even in the city centre of Melbourne, you'll see a lot of these style of buildings.
I mean, that's a very typical weatherboard
Very
with a tin
typical,
roof.
yeah. Tin roof, some tiled roofs. It's becoming more fashionable now to change the tin roofs out with the tiled roofs you can see ahead here. Potentially more durable, but I don't know. I'm not convinced. Now the bottom of this tree looks like it could be a deciduous sort of European tree, but you can see when you look up it's a eucalypt, and you can see again that beautiful. When you look at that, we get up close and appreciate the texture on here, this black resin that's coming out, beautiful green moss that's grown on here. There'll be bugs galore running up through this thing. It's a big old tree. Now this one on contrast, look at the depth. This is almost like, if you were flying a drone over this, or if I brought the camera up, you could almost be in the Grand Canyon. They're coming up through these deep bark valleys that run up through this tree. Look at that. It's quite amazing. There's another one. Feel free. Some kids chuck their pencil in there. Kids will be kids coming home from school. This one's a gorgeous one. Look at this. This is gnarly and black. I love the texture of this. Kids coming home from school.
He's ready for Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Kids have started to wear their Christmas hats to school.
It's a sun hat.
It is strange, you know, coming from European stock to still have this summer Christmas. You know, we're going into Christmas, it's going to get warmer and warmer. Never quite feels right.
No, it takes so much getting used to.
Yeah.
I would even say now I'm used to it.
No. So that tree there ahead, it's got a beautiful twist. You see, it's almost like a soft serve ice cream, the way the bark has twisted around. Even up this branch here, you can see this sort of diagonal twist going up. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, if I'm puffing a little bit, you'll know that we still recovering from that cold I had in Thailand, even though it's been nearly 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Hanging on.
Trying to keep a steady breath, so forgive me if I'm puffing. Now this here is a dog walking park. So they have is it up, Michelle, this one?
I think this one's up.
Oh no, this one's locked on that side, so they've got a little lift up here. And that one should stay closed as well. So you have an area where the dogs can be, you know, secure, don't run out onto the road. And this whole area here is put aside for dog walkers.
And a bit off leash.
Yeah, off leash, so you can take them off the lead and run them around. It's a big park actually, it's a huge area. And there are many of these. All around Australia you'll find these dog walking parks, and they're usually quite big. And oh. Yeah, the parrots are out.
Here he comes.
There's 1, 2, look. 1, 2, 3. So again, this is another entrance to the dog walking park. And it kind of is a way of encouraging people not to let their dogs off generally. Now look, there's some little swifts or martins that are just flying across, so we're getting a bit of bird activity. Look at this one just picking up the bugs. Whee! Beauty. I don't think it'd be a swallow here, but maybe a swift.
Big for swallow, isn't it? Oh yeah.
Can you see those on this camera? So you can see how big this park is, it's huge. There are all sorts of activities for dogs, and there's places for them to drink and places for the owners to sit down and have a yarn. Now, a long time ago, some years ago, we reviewed our travelling bags here on this bridge. So there you have it, Osprey's Transporter 40. Now you're going to see these bags and my beautiful Osprey backpacks. Maybe at a later date, I'll do a bit of an update of how they're going, maybe a year on, maybe 5 years on. Anyway, share the love, share the video with your friends and family. Be good. Take care. See you on the road.
If you follow the road till it leads you back home.
I won't go across there today because I want to continue. I want to continue down this way because we've got a supermarket not far from here. It's a lovely bit of pond here. No boats on here, there are no, it's a bit muddy. I'll just step out onto the jetty just to show you the pond. So there's some coots and they look like mallard ducks maybe. Some more little coots. So ahead of us is the Mornington Peninsula Rose Gardens. I think we might go into the Rose Gardens. Now look at the geese over here. Now there's a downside to all these geese, and that is the floor is covered in geese poo. Look, this one's getting arsey. Hello there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're not troubling you. We see your babies are there. Okay. People get frightened of geese, they don't trouble me. They're all mouth and trousers, is that the word? Okay, a lot coming up. I'll have a chat with you. You might as well look at me rather than this gravel. Massive changes in Michele and I's lives. So consequently, massive changes for you as viewers. And I hope it's going to be positive. I can't say too much about it just now because, like everything we do, it's a little bit half thought through. And it may not come to fruition, but it probably will, so keep it tuned. Christmas is coming up. We'll get Christmas out of the way. It's a lovely smell already. Absolutely gorgeous. And these ones are the old...
Smell them already.
Yeah, you can smell them. The old English tea rose style. Prince of Wales, everything has a name. Make-A-Wish rose, this one here, number 42. It's a really well maintained botanical gardens of roses. So perfume perfection, National Australia Bank. Now this one's low, so I've got to get down, but it says perfume, quite mild actually, but you know, it's a bold statement, isn't it? Perfume perfection, love potion, great news.
They're red over there, aren't they, that way?
Oh wow, they are. Let's go over towards them and see what they are. Seduction. This rose here, number 34, Seduction. Number 33 is Brilliant Pink Icebergs. Have a look at a brilliant pink iceberg, quite a loose rose because of the tea rose, very pretty. But over here by Michele, look at that. You can barely see them because of your trousers though, Michele. It'll be at the end. Is that not the name there? 46? John and Mary Pollock.
Rotilla.
Oh, sponsored by. Rotilla. Angela Rose. Look at that. Angela. There'd be a Stephen, there'd be a Michele, there'd be everything in here. Simplicity. Let me get the camera. Let's get down low so you can look at the roses. Some of them are in full bloom. Some of them need deadheading or near the end of their bloom.
I think this garden's all maintained by volunteers.
It is a volunteer garden, yeah. It's really beautifully maintained. I think a lot of people put their heart and souls into this place. It's a pleasure to come up here, and sometimes, even in the winter time, just to come up and have a chill.
Look at that, that's a perfect rose, Beauty Star.
Beauty Star. That's a classic one, but it's going to open up. Wow, it's actually still a nice tight rose. I'm getting warm even in this layer. Sheila Ganju and family. Oh, so that bed's sponsored by. Look at that. That's almost a lavender colour, isn't it?
Can you smell it? It's got real roses.
Has it?
That one is. Ah, stainless steel.
Stainless steel. Look at the colour of that. Yeah, it's very pretty. Lovely fiery edge
you
to
see
it.
it all opened up. It's beautiful.
That's nice, isn't it?
I like that one. And this one here, my colours.
It's nice. Okay, so we're at the end of the rose gardens, and I think the end of our walk with you. We're going to cross over the big main road here, and there is a supermarket chain. There's really only two supermarket chains. There's a few independents, IGAs and things, but there's only really two supermarket chains in the whole of Australia. They own almost everything. These two brands, Coles and Woolworths, they own all the hardware stores, all the liquor shops. Yeah, so there's not a lot of variety. We're going to head into Coles, across the road here, and I'm going to look for something to cook for you guys in the next video. Maybe
Let's have a look.
don't hold your breath though. If I don't find what I'm looking for, it won't be in the next
Something different.
episode. All right, love to you all. We're back in Australia. Lots of really big and exciting news, but we can't.
Yeah, the head's full of it, but
Head's
we can't
full.
tell you yet.
I want to know down below. I want you to tell me what you've been up to, so Michelle and I can have a good read. So write down everything you've been up to. Share with us.
And what you've got planned for the next month.
Share the love. Be good, and Michelle and I will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Take care.